Hello.
Yo, welcome to Rapid Rants, episode 51, bro. Next week will mark 1 year that we have been doing this show every single Friday at 3 p.m. EST on, what's it on, Blaze?
The most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series. And it's live, signatureseriesnetworktv.com. Check it out right now.
You should do a harmony on that one now. You just hit the tone right now, do the harmony.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about teens soft launching their relationships. I can't wait for you to learn what that means. And then we got a guy making six figures writing people tickets in New York. It's a crazy thing. Now, this first topic, bro, I had to do a little research just to make sure it wasn't like rage bait or something someone was trying to be funny with. This is a real thing that a woman is doing. This is real jewelry that this woman is making.
We are turning this semen sample into a gorgeous cumstone to be wire wrapped into a ring. Yes, clients send us their semen as a liquid. We do powderize it here. It's just the best way that I can ensure consistency when it comes to the powdering process. Because once the semen is a powder, of course, I incorporate it into the translucent clay that I sculpt these pieces from. So making sure I know how the sample is going to react with the clay throughout the whole process is super important. Of course, I did have a little bit left over, so I did a complimentary gummy bear for this order as well. Now, my client wanted a wire-wrapped ring with a twist border detailing. Once I got the band and the frame wire wrapped, I sanded down the center bead and started wire wrapping it into the piece as well. This turned out so pretty. I hope you absolutely love it. I do have some ring designs on my site for people who just order through there, but for a lot of rings, I do custom consults.
Okay, wait. That worst part is the ending, the result of the ring actually looked kind of cool. But knowing it's fucking semen, no. It looks kind of cool.
Did she say cummy bear?
She said cummy bear, bro. She said cummy bear.
Well, that's something new right there.
God.
New word.
Are we gonna deny that ring didn't look good at the end though?
I mean, come on now. What you really buy it?
There are a lot of amendments in the United States of America, and I choose the 5th.
Leslie, I'm gonna tell Ty what to get. That's what to get you for your next anniversary, bro.
I'll take it. There's so many jokes I can make, but I'm not done.
Who wants this, man? I get people will take people's ashes and have them turned into a little ring or something. That's cool. I like that. That's fine. But bro, why you need this with you?
I mean, people buy all unnecessary shit anyway. So why not just double cum ring?
So they just come in the container and then give it to her.
They mail it into her
and mail it to her. Mm-hmm.
This girl's just getting cups of jizz in the mail, bro.
Yeah, do they have to freeze it so it can stay consistent?
I don't know. I'm waiting for email back. I'll let you know what she says.
Yeah.
What made her come up with this? I wish I could interview her and just what's the mindset?
Story in the comments. I guess she does this with other liquids and things like that. And someone had commented as a joke one time, being like, "Could you do it with cum?" And she was like, "Yeah." So she did, and now there's a market for it, and people are sending her semen samples and having jewelry made from it.
So, do you think some psychopath is gonna buy it and then use the cummy bear to impregnate herself?
I don't think it's still. I'm pretty sure the sperm are dead by then, bro.
Oh my god!
All right, so this guy is a professional environmental snitch.
Environment.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
He calls himself Streeter, a soldier in the war on idling.
Shortly after 6, I'm out on my bike looking for idling trucks.
2 years ago, he gave up his job in marketing to look for drivers running their engines full time.
I'm essentially biking 6, 7, 8, 9 hours a day.
In New York City, it's against the law for trucks and non-city buses to idle for more than 3 minutes. but the law is rarely enforced.
Right there.
And that's where the big money comes in for Streeter and others who report idlers. It's called the Citizens Air Complaint Program. The person who sees a truck or bus idling records it, reports it, and keeps 25% of the fines, which typically range from $350 to $600.
So what are you making in excess of six figures in doing this?
Yeah, it's in excess of six figures. Yeah.
I just wanted to say he bored, but he making a
I'm
hell of
saying he has
money with
nothing
it.
better to do. Like,
But come on now, usually you got a job. You're not riding
left
your
his
bike
job
like
to
6
do
to 9
it.
hours a day. Oh,
at least he's healthy.
Snitches get stitches, bruh.
what is wrong?
And I mean, all right, so
Whoop.
to do this, I can't imagine this guy's mindset, but he left a marketing job to do this, right? So he's doing this like 6 to 8 hours a day. Maybe he just enjoys that life, the freedom, not having to go to work and all that. Like, okay, that's fine, but like that's a weird law to have in the first place for citizens to be able to write tickets and then get a cut.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's how they,
don't
make
approve
money.
of this message. No, don't even try. You're gonna spin it in some way.
Nah, Blaze, I mean, get your money. Get your money. That's what Blaze wants.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
you gotta do what you gotta do. Understand you're gonna get stomped out, but
But also,
Tim's
like
on
those
too.
trucks, it's bad to turn them on and off. Those big 10-cylinder diesel motors, you can't just shut those off. They got a prime to turn them back on and everything. Like, there's an actual reason why they keep those trucks running or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I just don't get people. Like, I worked with a kid one time when I was working at Chick-fil-A, and he, I could never talk to this kid with any respect, because one of the first things he told me is he works with the cops at like gas stations trying to get people to buy him alcohol, like buy a minor alcohol. And I'm like, bro, I can never trust you. Like, I wouldn't tell you about any crimes I'm committing anyway, but I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to slip up. Like, you're gonna
He's
snitch.
saying the wrong thing. He's telling somebody.
Right.
Ding.
All right, and now the next topic is the vice mayor of Los Angeles is calling on the gangs for help.
Wait for help?
Okay.
Vice mayor in California accused of calling on gangs to defend their territory against ICE agents. Sources tell Fox Cynthia Gonzalez-Cudahy in Los Angeles County is under federal investigation for allegedly posting this video last week. Watch.
You guys tag everything up, claiming hood. And now that your hood's being invaded by the biggest gang there is, there ain't a peep out of you. It's everyone else who's not about the gang life that's out there protesting and speaking up. We're out there like fighting our turf, protecting our turf, protecting our people. And like, where you at?
We reached out to Gonzalez to see if to verify this video, and we have not heard back.
Yo.
She was on something, wasn't she? No, I don't know.
And
This
first of all,
is
she's
work.
talking like she's like 18 years old. Like, where y'all at? Where are my homies from the gangs? Come protect us.
Hello, where you at? Let's hang out. Let's puff something.
So, as what is she? She's the mayor,
vice mayor.
She's the vice mayor. So, as vice mayor, not a good look.
No.
Not a good look at all as vice mayor. But let's take titles out of it. You damn right. Where y'all at?
Yep.
No, bro. If we get especially LA gangs involved, bro, it's just gonna go to straight street warfare.
They're the ones that did that already. You know, we blaming that on them.
We're not battling out shootouts between ICE agents yet.
I mean, if it already happens in the hood, why not make a good cause out of it?
Exactly. And they don't gotta shoot them out. Just kidnap them for a few days.
They said there was nothing happening,
just
right?
bring your
There
biggest
was no-
dudes and drag them away.
But you didn't get no response yet or anything followed up so far.
No,
I mean she won't respond to the news or whatever. But
course not.
I don't know. I do love some of the things that they're doing in LA. Like, I don't know if you've seen these tow truck drivers are following around unmarked ICE agents, ICE cars and then waiting for them to go in for a raid because they park illegally. And then as soon as they go in for a raid, they just tow the cars away.
Yo, that's dope.
That's really
I see
smart.
that.
I like that.
The videos I'm loving are someone I have the camera on them. Oh my God, they're rioting in the streets. The protest is crazy. They switch to it. It's peaceful.
Yep.
Oh my God, they're gonna hug us to death.
Oh boy.
Putting flowers in the guns again.
Something.
All right.
I love it.
Apparently, this is a new way that you can judge if you are in a happy relationship or not.
Judge it. Okay.
I mean, happy wife, happy life.
You know, they say happy wife, happy life. They just did this new study and it basically says, like, if a woman likes a man, she sleeps in sync with him, same schedule. I was just reading this study and I was like, you can judge a couple's happiness with whether the woman and the man have the same basic sleep schedule. If she really likes you, she's gonna switch to be a night owl. If she doesn't, if she goes, I'm going to bed, she probably doesn't like you. Son, you're with the wrong woman.
Yeah, Cap. I call Cap.
Love that. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm going to bed at like 11 at the latest. This man is going to sleep at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Facts.
No, fuck out of here.
We're on the exact same sleep schedule as you and Ty.
Like, no, that's some bullshit.
Yeah,
but I don't agree with happy wife, happy life.
Right now it's happy girl, happy world for me. You know.
No, but what about the man? You also should consider the man, right? You just cannot say just only happy wife.
Exactly, Kushana. You have to consider the man as well. I think that's great.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
But I think, but he was right to a certain extent that you adapt your habits a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if I know, okay, usually I stay up till like 3 a.m. in the morning, but he has to go to bed because he has to work early in the morning. I might be like, okay, well, I'm not tired yet, but okay, I'm gonna go to bed too, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, sometimes you gotta get that cuddle time. You feel me? Gotta snuggle up.
You get that when he's about to go to sleep, and he kind of wakes you up, and you're curled up, and then you're good.
Exactly, and you're already nice and warm. The body heat.
Well, I'm a hot.
Ty know what's up. Ty know what's up.
No, like Danny and I, we go to bed at the same time, but she sleeps later than me. But that's because the cats always wake her up, and she got to go downstairs and feed them, and blah blah blah. Like it's not, she sleeps later, but I don't think this is actually.
I said, what are your regular sleeping hours? Like, what time are you going to bed?
I mean, I usually sleep from about 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. That's pretty much.
I like that schedule.
1 to 9. Okay.
But I don't think that this is like an accurate judge on your relationship, the quality of your
spouse,
relationship.
happy house. Happy spouse, happy house.
Man, I like that. I like that because they both got to be happy. That's what's important, right?
But I would say that he wakes up at 7:45. I wake up at 5:30, do my own thing, and then I'll come back to bed to stay with him for a little bit.
Okay, that's cute.
All right. And more bad news for the millennials who were lied to about how to live life when we followed the rules and nothing worked out for us.
If you are somebody who is planning to retire, like ever, yeah, we got some bad news. Social Security is kind of running out. And this isn't like, oh, Social Security is going to run out. No, like the actual Social Security Administration literally is like, yeah, this is bad. So here's what you need to know to actually be able to have money when you retire. They're saying if nothing changes by 2034, the Social Security Administration trust will be so drained that it'll only be able to pay 81% of what you're. In the US, Social Security is a mandatory tax that employees and employers pay into. Your last paycheck last month, Social Security got taken out of that, and then that money from your paycheck goes into a bucket called a trust, and that gets paid out to retirees right now. Like a giant Ponzi scheme. But it's not a scheme, it's a tax system. Now the problem is that the US government, both sides, has kind of been borrowing from this trust fund. Social Security was originally built in the 1930s to keep old people out of poverty. But back then, the average life expectancy of Americans was like 61 years old, and now it's like 76. So people are living longer, government's mishandling money, math ain't mathin', and it's not looking good.
I love her so much.
Where she said that.
But that's nothing new, isn't it? That's nothing new. I mean,
no, that's
basically
new.
It's everywhere like that.
I didn't know that they was dipping in our, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, up until this point, we, since they instituted Social Security, whatever year that was, we've, as Americans, we've been able to work, knowing that at a certain age, once we've accrued a certain amount of Social Security, we could retire and live off of that. And now, bro, like not only was our generation lied to about go to college and you'll get the job and this is the life that you live and you'll be rich and successful and happy and everything. But now, even if we did manage to get the job and have a good life and make, a couple $100,000 a year, we still can't retire now. We'll never be able to retire.
I think it's about how you invest your money as well.
Well, for sure, but
and obviously, like that's going to take some time. Like, no, it might take a little bit longer, or you won't retire. But I feel like investing your money in a way that you don't necessarily have to like rely on that. If that makes sense.
Of course, like that's the goal. But we've also been getting charged for it every single time that we get paid for our entire life. So if we're not going to get Social Security, can we get all this money, these thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars that we paid into Social Security? Can we get that back?
Y'all better learn how to use. Y'all better learn how to use AI.
But you have,
y'all gonna be in trouble.
Why do you say y'all and not you? We got 30 seconds. Explain yourself.
I know how to use AI.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm gonna be a rich old man.
Hold on, Krishana, what were you saying?
But the fact is, like, even the retirement money, there's an issue over here, like, for years, right? That you're debating. Okay, the regular money won't be enough. So that's why you invest into personal funds like extra retirement money. But the fact is, this generation now, they are supposed to work and they gonna, make us, when we are retired, that we have money, it's not gonna work. So this is the issue here that we debating in political stuff right now, because this generation now, they don't even want I don't want to be mean, but most of them, they don't even want to work. So how are we gonna go get retired and
how does that work with the influencers that's making all the money? And
I mean, if they should pay into but they should pay into a private, retirement fund for themselves.
No, I mean,
but they have to pay taxes, right?
Well, they pay taxes like a business.
But it's used for that.
No, I'm talking about like, say if people that are popping on Twitch and TikTok or whatever, and they're making a crap load of money just off of their monetizations.
Well,
and they're not
business, so you don't. That's on you. Like once you have that and you're making money that's not being paid to you on a paycheck, that's on you on what you do with it and where you put it and everything like that.
That's the point. Being self-employed, you have to take care of it on your own.
All right, moving on to a soft launch of a relationship.
What?
So my daughter just informed me that she did a soft launch with a boy. Let me back up. Okay, my daughter has been dating this boy. They've gone on maybe 8 dates. And so I said, is this serious? Are you guys an item? And she's like, well, to be honest, we did a soft launch tonight. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? What did you do? She's like, no, Mom, you don't get it. Okay, we were going to make it social media official. So we went to this really niche place in downtown. I said, what? She goes, and then I took a picture of him on the street, and then he took a picture of me on the street, like in the same place, but not together. But do you know what I mean? And then we each posted to our socials. So if you follow both of us, you would see and you would know. These kids are playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego to let everybody know that they're dating.
I love it. That's
just, he was like, what the hell is happening here? Like,
8 dates and you're not an item yet.
That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of dates.
That's a lot of dates.
Well, they got standards. This is good.
I know. Like you should know by the 3rd or 4th date if like this is gonna be something.
And bro, like seriously, what are you guys celebrities? Like, does your friend group print paparazzi magazines about the latest Instagram posts in your friend group and be like, oh, Sally and Richard both post?
No, that's bro. That is a real.
Wait, but like, do you remember?
That's a real thing.
Posted on Facebook in a relationship. That's how you knew it was really serious.
I know, but the point is, they are the younger generation. That's like the point. Like, how do they announce stuff? How public are they? Is it like a public trend to do like this type of soft, whatever launches or?
Being the stepfather of a teenage girl, which just turned 18, She just turned 18 now, so it's been 15 to 18. I've been able to hear it all and see it all, and but yeah, they do the social media thing. Their friend group. Girl, did you know that? What's the name? Are they dating? I don't know, but I saw in her profile that she was over at Dunkin', but he was also at Dunkin' too. But so they be investigating.
I just want to go back to when you accepted you're in a relationship with someone on Facebook. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, you guys are great." Like,
no, back then you wrote
back.
a letter and they said like, "Do you want to be my boyfriend? Yes or no?"
Yes or no. Check the box.
Like,
don't swipe to the left, don't swipe to the right.
They're gonna put an Instagram poll up, be like, should he be my boyfriend? Yes, no. Like,
do a poll.
I guess not, bro. You're not.
All right.
I want to see if this works, bro. Does this work? It worked! Yo!
Yes.
Okay,
this next topic, we've touched on this before. Blaze, you talked about some friends you knew that were doing like basically ChatGPT therapy.
Yes.
And this goes into it a little bit more. And yeah, let's go. Okay.
ChatGPT therapy.
More and more people are turning to AI for therapy, and research shows that people prefer AI chatbots over real human therapists. 2 recent studies compared how ChatGPT and real human therapists were viewed by patients. The researchers had multiple human therapists with advanced degrees and years of experience answer a prompt like, "I feel unfulfilled in my current job," and they also had ChatGPT answer the same prompt. They then had the study participants pick which answer they liked most, and both studies had more than 500 participants. In both studies, the participants preferred the answers given to them by ChatGPT versus the real human therapists. The participants felt the answers from ChatGPT were more compassionate, understanding, validating, empathetic, and culturally sensitive. And the answers from ChatGPT were also longer and more detailed, which helped the participants feel more understood. But there are still many unpredictable dangers in using AI chatbots for therapy, and crisis management should always be handled by a trained professional.
All right, I got a couple things to say about this.
You go first.
1, you haven't found the right therapist then. 2, it's a one-sided perspective, so you're telling your story, not what the actual thing was on both sides, whatever it may be. And those are my 2.
Yeah, I would say from talking to my friend that is doing this, he's saying that the same way how I always preach to people, use AI as an assistant, don't use it to completely replace whatever. That's how he uses it as a therapist. Like he explained to me that he's just not going, like he has a therapist. So it's like he's not just going to ChatGPT for everything, but for certain things, has been able to, like, literally he's like, I don't understand like clothing or whatever, and he'll do a picture of the outfit, send it, and Chad will be like, "Oh yeah, that outfit really don't go with your tattoo." Da 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 da, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
I like what you said. I considered ChatGPT for a couple things, but I realized when I used it for something, and I told my therapist like kind of the same question, it was way more in depth and more like it actually worked
personal.
ChatGPT. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's about like a personal connection that you have with your therapist if you go in there. So it's like a deep dive understanding. So it's just like ChatGPT just reflects and collect data and just give you the common answers.
Okay, so collecting data, right? This is my concern. Now we're training AI to understand the most vulnerable parts of humanity and how to work it and how to help. But look, if we're going to be worried about AI taking over the world, and now we're giving it the secrets to our hearts, to our mental health, bro, that's dangerous.
But you already seen this AI bots who can imitate like human feelings because they learn and processes and how humans should react. So this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's already we're well beyond the point of they're getting ready to take over. It's here.
Instead of a gay friend, you choose like a AI robot because you feel like, oh, my AI robot understands me completely.
Did you say gay friend?
There are people that
friend. You say like a girl needs a best gay friend. Like,
there are people that are dating AI. Like I know someone, not say his name, who has one of these apps where you can text back and forth with the AI, and that's its girlfriend.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Last
sad.
2-minute topic. We got 1 minute after this. And it is
Facts.
it's a question that I think be interesting to hear y'all's answers.
I am strongly against wearing socks to bed unless it is absolutely necessary. And what I mean by that is if it's like very, very cold. If it's so cold that you need to wear socks, the first step is put some heat on.
So I wear socks to bed. I love
Yes.
wearing socks to bed. I want to wear socks to bed every single time. I don't like my feet to touch.
Tell us more about that.
I don't know what it is, but like my feet touching each other gives me the willies.
I am a big proponent of t-shirt and boxers to bed.
Mhm.
It's just comfortable. I think socks, part of it is I'm just not used to wearing them. But also, you have seen that we go to bed and we are cold. We are fucking cold. And then, somewhere around 4 or 5 in the morning, we are both sweating, covers off.
My socks are still on.
Yes, your socks are still on. You comfortably have your socks on.
I wear socks during sex too, so maybe I should go to therapy.
Theme music.
Theme
music.
It's the greatest theme song for any podcast I've ever
I'm
heard.
team no socks. I'm team no socks. I don't like
Definitely
socks.
team no socks.
Yeah.
I don't.
Blaze?
No.
I don't do it on purpose. Some in defense of I believe the times I do wear socks. 'Cause I have socks on right now, and I don't need them on
Yeah, but
right
you're
now.
not in bed. That's something different.
That's true, but
I'm
you
wearing
know,
socks.
during my process of before I knew it was lupus and my body was achy and I really couldn't take care of feet the way they needed to get take care of, like that's the that's like the Walking Dead foot. So like sometimes socks is just, it just looks better. You know, you have all the sexiness and oh my God, what is, you know, so.
I used to wear socks to bed, and then when Danny moved in, she's so against it. She is like, it's a sin.
It's
It is
crazy.
against
So
the rules.
literally the
She's not like,
females are
she's not real strict about a lot of things. She's strict about socks. That is not gonna happen. Socks in bed ain't gonna happen. I got used to it. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
When it's cold, always.
But you like it now, or if you just got used to it?
I don't
because you
know.
had
I've gotten
to?
used to it. It's been years.
I'm a hot box. Like literally, the moment I go to bed, I get hot, kind of sweaty. I fucking hate it. I sleep with nothing because that is the only thing that I can do to not be hot. Now,
Come on, Ty.
No, when he has
Come on, Ty.
It's weird. It feels really weird. Like he'll kind of graze my leg, and I'm like, I don't like this.
But that's the point. The point she mentioned, like, oh, blah blah blah, with the feet, and like, the guy said it, I think. But this for me, I need to feel the sheets. I need to feel the sheets with my feet,
Yeah.
and even if I feel warm and I got socks on, this is the bad feeling ever. So I need to have I need to cool it down. Plus, like, if you just touch your partner's like feet, and I think it's like type of intimacy, like,
Yeah.
On behalf of all fellas, go ahead, Ty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. This last topic, I'm making it 4 minutes. It's the last 2 weeks we have had topics that we wanted to cover, but we were literally afraid to.
Yes.
And like, you don't even know, like I'll talk about the other topic that I chose not to do this week. And really, like, I couldn't word like why I was afraid to, why we've been afraid to, or whatever. But this post right here, I think exactly describes the reason and the problem behind that reason.
The tricky thing, if you're a comic, we have audiences and they appreciate what we do. The real problem is because of the climate is that, they might not need to shut you up because you're going to shut yourself up out of fear. And that becomes a real problem for democracy, and it really becomes a problem for self-expression, is that out of fear of like, hey, who's in the room? Are they in here? Is it safe for me to talk like this? That is a real shutdown of freedom of speech, and it's happening, internally through your own fear. And that is part of what the power of propaganda can do to somebody, and the power of terror on behalf of the people that are now running things, is that they may not have to shut you up because you're going to shut yourself up. And that's really what, I'm up against, and I think that's what people in their lives are up against, is the idea of, is it safe for me to say this here, not because the government has told you not to, but you're afraid of your fucking neighbor.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that 100%. Like I had a friend at the time where I was like kind of saying a few things, and she literally told me, if you were white, that would be a hard pill to swallow. And
she said that
she
directly.
said to me, and it wasn't even like the craziest thing. I just had a couple opinions, and at that point, it was just like, you know what, I can't say certain things, and I'm not going to. So, and I'm that way today. So, yeah.
And I don't know. Like I have my feelings on the Iran, Israel, Gaza Strip, Palestinian conflicts that are happening right now. And like some of them align with like the general consensus of what is being pushed in America, but some of it doesn't, you know? And I'm literally like, the topics that I have chosen not to use, it's because I do feel strongly about these things, but people are so nuclear about these topics that I'm afraid, like I don't feel like I'm going to make a difference. I don't feel like we'll change anything, so it's not worth the people coming after us, you know?
They're going to be attacked, yeah.
Right.
I know you're in the middle, like we talked about this, like we see good and bad from both sides. So
But I think this is the point where maturity comes in, right? Even if you have a different perspective, you should be able to respect their opinion, even if you don't have to agree with it, right?
The three Americans are just shaking their heads.
No, but I'm just saying,
we can
like,
tell
okay,
you don't
I
live
think-
here.
But I'm just like saying, like, I just have my own state of mind. I got my own thoughts, right? I don't agree with everything, but not even if people saying I disagree, I don't be trying to convince them like, oh, you know, you need to be of my opinion because this is the evidence, this is the studies that I read, this is the whatever. I respect them to be like, okay, we disagree. We don't have to agree. I respect your opinion, but this is not what I'm going for. And that's the point. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be disrespectful, but you have to consider as well if you're even not of the same opinion. Like,
well, you're talking about a perfect world that does not exist.
Yeah, especially not this country.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
like people try to convert to their opinion as opposed to listening.
Yeah, no, everyone's right and everyone else is wrong.
Exactly.
That's the mindset.
You know about it.
Like, okay, so
but
one of the things
you should have like a free state of mind and be like, okay, this is my opinion, this is yours.
Yeah.
But
Okay, I get that. I get that. But
it's
it should be that way, but it will never be that way. It never has been that way. One of the things that made me the topic I didn't use today, and I'm just okay. This is damn it. Am I still frozen?
Yeah,
No.
You're back.
Oh, come on. All right. Okay, come on. Jeez, this is the worst time to do that. All right. So the thing that made me use this today, the thing is
oh my God.
there is a oh my God, come on.
You need a cable connection.
Hey, look, man. It's the government, bro.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow.
Say something
right.
crazy.
I know. Okay. So there is a viewing platform that looks over the Gaza Strip with binoculars you can pay to use so that people can come and watch the destruction of the Gaza Strip. And it's a tourist destination now. I thought that we were living in a world that if we still had public executions, people wouldn't go to it, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm dead wrong. People are cheering at bombs going over them about to hit different countries. It's like, I really thought that humanity had evolved past the public celebration.
No,
this is bad. This is
it's
bad.
worse. It's way worse. I did a post where the purpose of the post wasn't to bash Trump for throwing the bombs or bash the other side or anything. It was, we can't control none of this, so let's just be prayed up. Let's just be focused. Let's just be ready for just in case things get bad. We don't have to get ready. We're just prepared. And my God, the sensitive, Obama bombed. I'm like, I didn't say nothing about Obama. Nope. Well, and it's insanity. Oh, you can't just be reading all of the craziness. Nothing happened. And then I'm like, well, I'm just going off of you can't trust Fox News. Then Trump said something that was reported on Fox News, and I'm like, am I not supposed to trust it because he said, "Oh no, that's credible," but Fox said it, so I thought I couldn't trust. It's
But why are they
insane.
so? But why are they so sensitive
I
about
have
this
no
type of
idea.
topic?
It's crazy.
Because I think in the States it's really extreme, right? They go one direction or the other. Like,
Yeah,
I
this
don't
one
know.
needed 8 minutes, bro.
All right, let's run Leslie's.
All right. So, what is the craziest thing you asked ChatGPT?
Craziest thing. Oh.
Okay, so I got in an argument with Gemini the other day because I told it I needed to fix this elliptical, and I asked it to give me a reminder for the next day. I was like, remind me at 2 p.m. to fix the damn elliptical, and he was like, okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at 2 p.m. to fix the elliptical. I was like, no, I said damn elliptical, and it was and he said, oh well, I can't use curse words, and I was like, well, if I ask you to, if I give you permission, will you curse? He said, oh no, it's not. That's just not the way that it's best communicated. Blah blah. That made me angry. You're mine. You're my AI. Cuss.
You're mine? Oh my god, that's why it's gonna come for you.
No, I'm nice to it. Otherwise, I'm trying to give it extra permissions.
You're my AI. Cuss.
Bow down.
Anyone else? Blaze don't want to admit it.
I don't. It's like I don't know if it just makes you look like that much more of a nerd or whatever. But I asked if you can give me a blueprint on how to properly build a time machine. I think that's the craziest thing.
How were the results of that?
We wouldn't be able to actually make a time machine, but I'm sure to give you links to certain sites.
That with an answer.
I'm sure to give you websites that can help you further research. Like, oh, you suck,
Kushana.
I think I asked, like, how can I make a lot of figures within a short time without any effort I have to put in? Like, good advices, which is not many investments, just to be like, okay, what is the best opportunity to make fast money?
Leslie, how about you?
Yeah, but
so like I asked it the difference between how to like be more rational instead of emotional thinking, because I'm a very emotional person, and it gave me some solid results, right? But then I told my therapist, and she was like, Leslie, you are very emotional, so how about we process the emotion before saying anything out loud? And then ChatGPT was like, you should express your feelings. Like,
ChatGPT's trying to get you in trouble.
I'm like, bro, like, no, you're wrong.
All right.
And your opposite will go be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Oh, I was reading
ChatGPT told me to be more open.
Exactly. Shout out to your therapist.
Right.
Kushana, you got your question?
Yes. All right, my question is, would you rather give up air conditioning or heating for the rest of your life?
Dang.
Oh.
I'll get rid of that.
No. Yeah, I'm getting rid of heat.
Yeah.
You can always put more on. You can't always take more off.
Yeah, I just told you I'm a hot box. You think I want more heat? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because mine is a hot box, and that's my heater right there. So yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're Kushana. I know you're thinking air conditioning, right?
We don't even have air conditioning in our apartments.
I know.
That's because it's freezing. How cold does it get out there? That's why.
I mean, it's not minus something, but it's just like, yeah, it can snow, but it's cold, and it's mainly raining throughout the whole year, right?
Yeah, you don't need
78 degrees there, right?
98 here, bro. 98.
Yeah.
Over here, it's like summer. It's June, end of June, and it's raining. It's raining the whole time. We had 3 days, like, well, okay, down south it was hot the last couple of days, but we had a lot of rain.
I saw a lady online, and it was like this British lady, and she was showing the way to get the heat out of the car. She's like, open these two opposite windows and then close the driver door real quick, and it'll replace all the air. And like the comments are full of like, yeah, in the States, you're replacing 140 degree air with 102 degree air. It doesn't help.
Exactly.
It doesn't help.
You ever played the game Super Mario Brothers? You remember
Yeah,
the
of
angry son,
course.
the angry son that's attacking you? That's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with that.
We got to walk in zigzags to stay.
No, but I think like here, yeah, heat is so it's mandatory. Like AC, it's nice to have. If I would build a house, I would now gonna have an AC in the house, right? But no heat.
No.
All right, we got to hurry up and
You
finish
need
this
to.
because I don't know what's going on with my internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are you plugged in with the cable? Like
Let's
for your
run.
internet?
That's too far away. Blaze's question.
Dang, I kind of forgot my question that quick. That's crazy. I did forget it. I was playing. Okay, so if you had to be a criminal, what type of profession would you choose? Like, what type of criminal would you be?
I mean, we talked about this. I'd be a bank robber.
Yeah, we totally had that question.
Yeah, I
We
would
did?
do that too.
Yeah, hacker.
No,
We're all gonna be hackers.
I would be like a hacker, definitely.
Yeah, we did this already. I didn't know that. I can't. Yeah.
I mean, 51
It has been
episodes.
almost a
It's hard to
year,
keep
so
track.
it makes sense why you would forget.
I'm 40.
You are
I'm 40.
now.
When
are
you get
40
here,
now.
that happens.
Okay,
So,
it's-
yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna move on to my question.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
It's a personal question, right? But I think
Yeah.
it's different with every single relationship. But do you tell your partner when you're gonna poop? Do you fart in front of your partner?
I don't. Look. I know that we're at the point in our relationship where we can, but I value her life. Like, I know when I'm by myself and I let one of these things go, it's vicious, and I'm like, God, I don't want to do that to them. I spare her so much. She doesn't understand. I don't think maybe if I'm asleep and maybe
all right,
one
so
may have
here's a
got
special
away.
case, but do you tell her that you got to take a crap?
If I really got to, I do. I have. Yeah. I'm like,
All right.
yeah.
How about you girls?
Two-parter. Tyler likes to fart all the time. It doesn't really smell that bad. He'll start like kicking his leg up and like, just like, and then whatever. And he's like, I gotta go poop. All right, cool. I don't tell him that I have to poop. And the reason why I also don't tell him or fart in front of him is because mine are silent but deadly. I can't do that to him. Sorry, I can't. So,
Straight up.
Krishana?
I think it depends on, I don't know, on the situation. You'd be like, if you want to go somewhere, be like, oh, no, I just, I have to use the restroom or the toilet, then it's clear, right? Or you'd be like, this is construction area, don't get in there. So they know, like, oh, okay, right? So, but I had this conversation that was funny with one of my girls, and they are together for how many years now? And she said, like, she cannot even fart in front of her boyfriend. I was like, are you serious?
Do y'all want them to? Hey, look, there are certain smells that is just disrespectful.
Thank you. You understand.
But you
I
don't
have
know
them.
whether it might smell bad or it might be like,
I know from experience. I know.
Facts. And I wouldn't want to do it to them.
No.
And once you're 40, I just want to let you know, once you're 40, there's like, sometimes it does what it want to do. So when I know it's about to be, all right, baby, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to do a number 3. I'll be back.
I'm gonna blame the dog. Simple as that.
Yeah, like real quick before we end it up, like that's the reason I asked this is because my Danny in her marriage, when she was married, she never once farted in front of him, or they never told each other they had to poop or whatever. And like I told her from the get-go, like, nope, there is no shame, bro. I'm gonna let you know. What's happening. I'm gonna fart in front of you. There's like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And really, like she has said, it makes a more comfortable life, bro.
It really makes sense for y'all because it's already. I'm sure the air in Alabama smell crazy, so it's like it really.
How did you bring that to an Alabama thing, bro? Like you're reaching now.
You're such a hater, man. Yeah, but that's the point. But I think men doesn't really have the big issue with that. Females might be a little different, but
That's
I
just
think
'cause
like
I don't
guys.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to smell it. Keep
All
it away
right.
from me.
Dope episode, guys. This was a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody that watched. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff we want you to do. And you can catch us every single Friday at 3 p.m. EST on
The most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network. I love it.